Yo,
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 yo, and a bottle of
The brain again.
Wefobz the podcast.
Man, I'm so young.
Episode 13, 14. We're on episode 15.
What goes on? Starting from a far place, moving on. Because I started from a far place.
Yes, we did.
I'm all about the money making.
Bring it
Don't
on.
got time for any haters.
No, we don't.
Trying to go see different places. I started from a far place. I'm all about the money making. I don't got time for any haters. I'm trying to go see different places.
track is so fire, bro. So fire.
It's fire, bro. When it wins an Academy Award, we're gonna send a shout out to. Well, actually, I hope we're there with Mr. Brian. Mr. Brian, we're gonna try to get it up to that level, bro. What's
Into the
up? What's up? Welcome to the Wefobz podcast, episode 15. You're keeping it posted right here with Chieflott
What's good, everybody?
and Guy So Smooth. Boy, Chief, another day, another night, another evening, afternoon, morning, wherever the Wefobz Nation is, and it's another dollar for us, right? Hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's get this going. Disclaimer. Anything we say and or do right here on the Wefobz podcast is purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Okay, everyone? Peace. Don't hold it against us. The Wefobz mission is to promote the changing of negative mindset, stigma, situations, encounters into positive outcomes. That's our mission here at Wefobz. Well, Wefobz Nation, a Chief has something special for us today, or should I say tonight? Like I said, whatever time you're listening to us. So Chief's gonna start spitting some alpha on a certain topic that I believe a lot of people have been asking us about, more specifically Chief's way. But you know what? I better stop talking. Chief, run down the story for us and give us the deets on what's going on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the shot, bro. Like I mentioned to you, man, we have a huge shout out to all the followers, those people who are actually supporting us through listening and tuning in to our podcast through the last 14. And I'm getting flooded with questions of how did we come about, doing this whole platform? What's the secret sauce? And, just the whole idea, wanting clarifications on how to, how did we pull it off, right? We're at episode 15. We're pretty established with the foundation. We have all of our information. If you guys want to tune in and see what's up with the podcast, we are Wefobz Enterprise, and you can visit us at wefobz.io. Take a peep on the website, and you can see all the cool things we have over there.
Yes.
We're starting to feel like a agency, so to speak. There's so many ways to take it, but I'm very overwhelmingly flooded with the question of like, how do you guys do this? Like, what's the plan? So in a nutshell, or to be specific, this is a Guy. What's up? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Why are they asking this question? Why are they questioning you? Why are they questioning us? Nah.
Yeah. I think the question is because, first you can't get, you're hearing us all over the place, right? We're established across the whole platform of podcasts, Spotify, YouTube.
It wasn't easy.
Media, Facebook, Twitter, even TikTok, Instagram. Like, we're pretty much all over the place. And they're just like, wow, I haven't heard them for a long time, and when you interact with them, the first thing they're asking is like, yo, man, congratulations on your podcast. And I was like, wow, interesting.
Bravo.
So it's pretty clear that, you know what I mean, the conversations out there, people are just curious on, you know, typical Samoans, right? Let's swing a little bit on that, all right?
Yeah, typical
Yeah.
coconuts.
Yeah, I'm worried. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah, man.
you know,
What do you
gotta
say?
be validated.
Was, wisdom, or ignorance?
Yeah, right. Wisdom.
Ignorant wisdom.
Ignorant wisdom.
All right.
So yeah, this segment is for y'all folks, man. We want to break it down, educate, like Medea probably would say. Our listeners and our followers on the very important topic that kind of helped us out establish what Wefobz platform has built around as a foundation.
Oh shit.
So
let's get to it, bro. Shit.
right. Entrepreneurship. We are inspired entrepreneurships, community leaders, and this is one of our projects, or one of our babies, especially for me and Guy, establishing this platform, you know, around entertainment. Mm-hmm. And you know, it derives from the entrepreneurship side of things, where we're very interested on entertaining through our creative ideas, art, and stuff. And in order for you to establish something like this, there's some very important steps that needs to be taken, especially for those that are, so all my entrepreneur people out there, man, inspired entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs out there currently, man, holler at us, man. Holler at us. I mean, and chime in on the conversations, because you guys can probably help get us some validations. But these specific ones that we're going to cover.
Yeah.
These specific ones we're going to cover very straightforward, kind of common to everybody else. There's tons and tons of steps that you can take, but today, as we're discussing in this podcast, we're going to cover 3. You okay with that, bro?
Oh, well,
let's cover 3.
Three's my favorite number, Chief. You don't even have to ask. You say 3, I'm there. 3, I'm there.
Yeah, can't go wrong with 3, man. I like 5, but we're gonna go with 3 today, man. So we're gonna oh, you know what? You had to go there, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that one right there. Yes, sir. 3 is the number. All right, cool. So yeah, we're just gonna cover 3. We're gonna entrepreneurs out there, man, business people's out there, man, please like chime in comments, and like it'll be really nice to engage with you guys.
Chief, so let me get this straight.
What's
we're going to
up,
be talking about 3 topics based on entrepreneurship, and how we here at Wefobz, you, me, and the rest of the crew, how we're approaching our entrepreneur, what would you call it? How we put into this entrepreneurial or entrepreneurship goal of ours, which, for lack of better words, Wefobz Nation, we're putting stock into entertainment. And what Chief is trying to say is, we'd like to make a living off of doing this entertainment thing, because that's where our
it goes back to
experiences.
Yeah, it goes back to our main thing, that if you listen to all of our podcasts, financial freedom is the goal.
Yes, right? That's what I was trying to say before I had a bunch of shit over in my mouth. Before I started fobbing out.
Because we can.
Wefobz. Okay. Hit me, bro. Yeah, you said 3 of those things there, the holy trinity of the entrepreneurship. You actually,
there's so many.
Yeah,
there's so many steps, man. Again, like I said, man, right? All you entrepreneurs out there, business people, man, I know y'all out there, man, because I know a couple of y'all who are asking these questions, and I hope to shed some light, and we can agree to how things are being established. And this is a 2023. This is from Wefobz, from us to you. Got 3 really startups that you guys can look into. And let's go ahead and get started. The first one is
Chief. This is stuff we're doing, right? You're talking about stuff we did, like how we're actually going to break it to them, the secret sauce.
Yeah, we'll break it to the secret sauce, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're going to give you the Wefobz version of how we were able to get this far outside of consistency.
We're talking to you. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Better
So the
shut up,
first
man.
one,
I better shut up.
first one is identifying a profitable niche. It's critical. It's critical for startups to identify a niche that has a high demand and low competition. This will enable the business to establish itself quickly and gain a foothold in the market.
Bro, what the
What?
fuck is a niche?
In a niche, I think, or niche. There's a lot of people that will pronounce that differently. Niche.
Oh, so that's the word that
Niche.
other people be on TV and movies being like, you got to find your niche.
There you go.
Is that what they mean?
Yep, that's the one. Niche. 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 Oh,
Niche. Niche.
Niche.
Like Nike. No, but honestly, bro. Well, watered down niche. What is niche? What is it? What is it? You said identify a profitable niche, meaning
identifying a niche or niche is a yes. To identify a niche is basically a specific group that you can focus on to call a community. Right. Let's use an example of a high school in the U.S. are diverse with many ethnic groups. And if we want to break it down in niche groups, there's Polynesian, there's
nerds,
there's nerds, there's
shout out to all my nerds,
gamers.
Shout out to my gamers too.
Right.
Oh, so okay.
Sports.
Audience. Right. Your audience. Identify your audience.
Yeah, identify your audience.
But you're specific.
As a high demand.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's that?
You said it specifically.
Yeah, your audience. Yeah, a niche or audience that has high demand and low competition. Because when we want to pitch something out, like our Wefobz podcast platform, we are aiming for financial freedom, and our platform has many chapters. How do we say that? Because
we have many categories we're trying to achieve financial freedom through, but then what me and what Chief and I are really good at is entertainment. Well, we believe we're good at it. So we're starting off with entertainment, but we later will get into the other platforms that he's talking about. For example, he wants to bring in real estate and I want to bring in tech, and then there's so much stuff here. Right? Am I saying it right in relation to what you're breaking down? Go ahead, Chief.
Correct. That is correct. But our actual main niche for Wefobz is surrounded around financial freedom, right? So the sauce in the Wefobz enterprise surrounding with the goal of having financial freedom, not only for the platform, but also our supporters. Every chain that's connected with us.
Every network,
for example, how we network with the podcast, we have just expanded. So shout out to Wefobz Podcast. If you didn't check it out yet, man, shout out to Pony Moa and Queen for launching their podcast April 1st, 2023. And that's an expansion of our platform, right?
Yes, it is. I get it. So our audience, we started with our smaller circles, and we identified that we wanted to start with people that were familiar with ourselves in person, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
And then from there, we try to see if it was profitable to work with them towards the goal of financial freedom. If you all don't know what financial freedom is, having enough capital for having enough money to be able to buy time back for yourself so that you could do whatever you want and go wherever you want to go on your own time. That's the ultimate. Keep it coming, Chief. Keep it coming. I understand. This coconut is getting it, bro.
You got it, my guy. So yeah, okay. Number one, identifying a profitable niche. Once you establish that, then we move on to step number two. Wefobz Nation, right here for you. Step number two, raising capital. Right? What you think about how important that is for establishing? Remember the times when we first started and the things we needed to do?
Yeah, you and I started out of funds out of our own pocket, money out of our own pocket. We put into this, and I remember clearly, we bought some NFTs because we were getting into the metaverse. We put down some money for the trademark, right? Yep. We bought us our web domain. We bought us our websites. We bought all the tools that's needed to design and edit graphics and video. We put up for the monthly subscriptions to that. This was all out of pocket. It's still coming out of pocket for us right now. But everybody's seeing it grow. We're on episode 15, and we have another branch off show that's coming. Once again, shout out to the YU's podcast family, Cooney Moore and Queen. Can't wait to see you. Wefobz.io/podcast. Check it out. Keep going, Chief. Yes. I just had to insert that in.
No, I love it. Bring it, brother. Bring it. So, yes, raising capital. Capital is essential for startups to fund their operations and scale their business. Entrepreneurs need to know how to pitch to investors and secure funding. So, in the beginning, just like how guysosmooth has explained, a lot of our capital came from our pockets, as most startups do, right?
Most entrepreneurs usually do it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, most people just
from my experience.
Yeah, my experience as well too. And that includes myself as well too, right? A lot of it was having extra funds that you save from your 9 to 5. And then
that's right, because you have your own legit business. Chief has his own legit business. Chief, do you want to put a plug in for your business, or are we good?
Oh, we good. No need to.
No need to.
It's all part of it.
We're not really going to share that secret sauce. But
it's all part of the contribution towards financial freedom, right? So,
well, let me take you back, Chief. Let me take you back, because you said raising capital. People need to understand what the fudge is capital. What is capital?
Yeah, not the capital of the United States or the capital of your state or whatever.
I was about to say.
Yeah, to dumb it down.
Wefobz doesn't have a capital yet. In the future, we may have capital. Probably call it coconut capital, but yeah. Not that kind of capital. Not that kind of capital. He's not talking about that kind of capital. What kind of capital, Chief?
In other words, money.
Yeah.
All right. Money. Capital, another word is for capital is money. So raising money.
It's essential for startups to fund their own so money is essential for startups to fund their operations and scale their business. And when Chief talks about scaling, you mean scaling like scales on a fish?
Right. The first part is definitely the investing part, where you're just got to start things up, like tools, just like how Wefobz, guysosmooth, and myself, we were self-funded by our fundings to provide with our most important things to get started, which is our tools, just like the list that he has explained. Scaling is the second portion of it. Is actually, once all that stuff is set in place, then it's what's another word for scaling?
Make it
not
bigger.
Fish scales. No.
It means to make bigger.
Scaling, grow. To grow, like the progression, the progression going out, the momentum, building for more, right? Scaling is from small, and then the volume grows. It starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And a business that doesn't grow is not successful in the end. We've learned that the hard way a lot.
Right. Yeah. If the business doesn't grow, man, that's why a lot of new businesses fail, because they got the initial funds to get everything up and running, but then the scaling part, not the scaling of the fish, the growth of the company.
Just trying to be a coconut on that.
Right.
The growth is important.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure a lot of coconuts are just, don't you find it funny too? This has just popped in my head, right? That this conversation right here, this is not for everybody. These are definitely for those guys who really are in that part of their lives when they're actually looking more into their financing and discovering financial freedom and wanting to pursue that. And that's where this comes very interesting. So I could see the more older generation more intrigued into this.
There are youngins, but then the ones out here in the US I see are more attracted to this type of talk. For the older generation, I'm talking, you're probably talking for us in our niche with our coconuts. Yeah, the older guys, because we get to a point where we don't want to work for a boss no more, and we want to be the boss of our own stuff, and we want to make money on our own time and stable money at that. What you think? Did I put that right? Did I put that right?
Yeah, you did.
That's why they turn to entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah, it's a solution to the
one of the
living from paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly.
It's definitely one of the biggest solutions. Side hustles, just a ton of side hustles, alternatives to just their regular 9-to-5s. I guess since 2020, like the working from home, remote work has become a boom, so to speak. Like most people want to do it. All the employees want to do it, but even those freaking bosses, they're trying to call you back into the office and stuff, try to go back to the old ways. But why go back to the old ways when a new way was invented? Well, that's the question in and of itself. Yeah.
But then Chief, once again, just putting on what you say, these are the steps we're following. It's not to say that Wefobz is actually successful. By our standards, we're trying to get to success based on this secret sauce we're sharing to you. You already heard it. Chief said it. First, identify a profitable niche. We're on the second one, raising capital. And we're still talking about raising capital. Keep going, Chief. Keep going.
In the term success, man, people can interpret that in many forms. You could be like stardom. You made it, right? When you see, I think a lot of coconuts seem that being a success.
Yeah, being on TV all over the world, known by a lot of people, like your name is in the mouth of a lot of people, on the lips of a lot of people, not in the mouth.
Yeah, that could be interpreted from a coconut as I gotta see it to believe it, right? You remember that? Gotta see it to believe it. You know what I mean? But then again, that's just not coconut people, man. That's everybody, man. Living in the US, man, everybody wants to be validated with a sound bulletproof roadmap, right? Isn't that kind of how it twists, bro?
Well, hence TikTok, hence Facebook, hence Instagram, hence Snapchat, Twitter. The world has changed since all that stuff came out. Everybody's got a voice, I guess, and they want to be validated, like you said, by everybody else. Validate me. Validate me now.
And for us at Wefobz, success is every little milestone that we can achieve.
The small victories.
The small victories, right? That's what we call it, man. Very grateful for the small things, because if you can't, there's a saying that I was told back in the day, if you can't handle the chump change that you're handling right now with your 9-to-5, what makes you think you can handle $1 million?
That's deep and that hurts, bro.
Exactly. It does hurt. That's the world of business, to my experience. But it's so true. There's a lesson around that. We got to learn how to, be disciplined when it comes to our financial spending. That's why it was important to us, right? When we first started, like raising the capital or raising our money or the cash, so that we can establish this vision of ours with Wefobz Enterprise. Right?
Please understand, man. Doing entrepreneurship is not for just anybody. Anybody can get started, but it's not for the faint of heart. You will come across failures. You will come across roadblocks.
Absolutely.
But I think the word that Chief always tells me is the super key word for me in of itself. And this is what I always try to project onto our Wefobz brand: consistency. We're trying to be consistent in putting out these podcasts, try to be consistent in the quality of the entertainment that we put out. And then later on, when we get into the other shit, that's what we're trying to be consistent about. But this is not about that now. We're talking about raising capital, Chief. Let's get it back to the point. Because we already, you got scaling going. We understand what capital is. Capital is money. We understand what scaling is. Scaling is growing the business. So you need money to grow the business. And then you have right here entrepreneurs. So just to give everybody, Chief is like the whole genius behind the whole business aspect side of it. And I help him chip in on that part. My side is like the creative side of stuff, and he helps chip in on that part. We put our two 50-50 brains together, and we got one whole coconut thing in this stuff. And he's giving you like, he's giving, again, the secret sauce of how we're following, trying to get to our financial freedom. And right here on his step 2, you said, Chief, entrepreneurs need to know how to pitch to investors and secure their funding.
That's a key thing, right? Because if you're scaling, man, money, right, raising capital, we're accustomed to using all of our savings and all the stuff like that, and then we always wonder, like, how these big companies get to achieve such greatness, or what they call corporate America, establish big wealth and companies, right?
I want to do corporate coconut. How do we do
that? Right. Yeah. So it's important when it comes to raising capital. Another part of it is how to pitch to investors and secure fundings. Pitching to the investors basically means pitching to those with money, because truth be told, there are people out there who have money that wants to just invest. In the US, they call that they call themselves investors.
Investors. Yeah, they don't want to do all the work. They want to give you the money, you do all the work, and then just give them pieces of your profit. Am I right?
Yes, but it's many more layers around that. This is a topic of its own, but there's many layers, but yes to that as well. But there are like investors out there who are willing to. So for the topic of raising capital, there's startup funds that you can go into to the bank and get. How do you do that? Well, you need to learn how to pitch to them. Yeah, like a loan or grants.
Man, I know a lot of our coconuts are familiar with that. I'm trying to go to the bank and grab some money for your next spot. I love it.
Here's a trick, though. Actually, investors for securing funds, there are, for investors, there's angel investors, people who are just kind of like they're philanthropists, right? That's that the word. You heard of that, right?
Yeah.
Those cats that just like the.
So wait, Chief, you telling me you've been approaching all these people behind my back and not telling me about they dropping money soon? I love it,
bro.
I love it.
Over 20 years of our hard work within this lifespan that we have, there's lots that you and I both indulge in, and I had my fair share of crossing between all these type of people and millionaires and top people. So this coconut's had a chance to be in the presence of all that, and learned a lot from as well too.
Yes, that's why this coconut wants to be with that coconut.
Yeah, we're here to educate and entertain, man. So and everything is from our experiences, and I'm very grateful, right?
Chief, okay, so you're talking about pitching.
Yeah, not pitching the ball.
Not pitching like baseball people. We're more like go and sweet talk your future, like kind of like I guess in Samoan they call it falaka. But in English, it means go
that's a good word.
Sweet talk, go and persuade. Go and persuade people who have money to invest in your cause or invest in your entrepreneurial idea so you can turn it into a business. Is that what you're saying?
Persuade them. Going to persuade them. Anything that has to do with money exchange is business. Let's put it out there. Anything. It doesn't matter how you look at it. The U.S. way of thinking this, when it comes to money and there's some types of exchange, you're officially a business.
Okay, with that being said, Chief, we're looking at some investors. Yeah, please. Chief handles that part, the raising capital part of our Wefobz. That's Chief. Talk to Chief. If you come and talk to me, I'm gonna send you to Chief. Don't talk to guysosmooth. Talk to Chief. You want to know who we are? We're not going to tell you who we are. You want to know who we are? You got to contact us straight. Comment, like, subscribe, click that notification bell, share.
That's right. That's right. Wefobz.io. Go in there, man. Go to the contact information and contact us. We have all our information up there. Even our platforms that we're airing out all our stuff or publishing our material. So yes, please, 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 please. And for all my investors out there, man, this episode is for you guys. Was to help to shed some light on where we're going to go with this. And I'm very excited, right, Guy? We're both excited.
Excited is an understatement. We are. You guys don't even remember Hulk Hogan in the days of Warrior. I don't even know who. Carry on, bro. Carry on. I'm just going off on a tangent.
I got you. Yeah, we're very excited about it. Celebrating our small wins.
Oh yes,
and also the balance of who we are as well too is very important, right? As coconuts, man, we have a lot of things. Like for myself, typical coconut, family, man, children,
wifey.
He
didn't forget wifey. He remembers the wifey part. Women, we remember.
Yeah, that needs to balance. And then we have our core religion. For me, my family was raised in Christianity, so that's a very big part of us. And then just a ton of things. As business owner, a lot of hats to fill. Within many different areas. Community leader, very, very important stuff.
So let's review, bro, just in case everybody forgot before we go into the last, because you're about to bring up the last part of the secret sauce towards the roadmap we're using for our entrepreneurship goals with Wefobz Enterprise. You said first off, we need to be identifying. So what we did was identify a profitable niche. Then we started raising some capital. When you go back to identifying niche, we said it was critical for our Wefobz to identify a group of people that would have a demand and stuff for like our type of entertainment that we provide. And we try to get in there quickly and make sure we stick it to the market and stay there and be like, yeah, we're here for all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying with the first one?
Yep. Raising capital, number 2,
So number 2, capital being money. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to like you said, both of us shared, we all started from in pocket, which happens a lot with people who start entrepreneurship programs or entrepreneurship goals. We did it, but the other way around it is to go to persuade investors to invest.
Yep. And then one more just to add on to that one, right? There's another strategy. You could do it the strategical way that it's been systemically established for businesses, which is through credit.
You mean the American systemic way?
Yeah, the American systemic way of building your credit. And if your credit IQ is at the top, that equals...
Meaning your credit score is like 800 and up.
Actually, 650,
800 and up.
Right? If you got 800, man, and you can prove that because the credit is basically a blueprint of your spending habits, and if you maintain at 800 for many years, that simply means in the US you have almost unlimited access to funds.
It tells the US freaking banks that you're good with money. They can loan you money and you will always pay it back. I will get there one day. You watch this coconut. That coconut right there, Chief, we're all going to get there one day.
Oh, we're going to get there.
Don't ask me about my credit though, but yeah.
Yeah, credit right there is an American way to get a lot of access to your funding. So I guess a good, here's a good, throw a gem out there from like raise your kids and kind of teach them that if that's one way, right? Get their credits to be good right from the beginning. Get it all GQ'd up so when the opportunity comes as they become older, they can start accessing these kind of funds. Very good for raising capital.
We're not financial advisors of any sort, so don't hold it against us. This is what we're doing. Yeah. These are plays we're
Experiences and
making.
strategies that plays that we've made and I've learned. Another one. You want one more? You ready for one more?
Are we still on raising capital?
Yeah, raising capital, man. Well, we got a shot to just kind of get out some gems.
I tell you, three is the holy trinity. Bring it on.
Right, gosh. Yeah, another one is with a good credit score, then you can get a ton of credit cards, and boom. Now you can just start.
Sorry, man. You tell me a coconut about credit cards.
Like I said, man, these are big hitters. We had to narrow it down to 3. There's so much we can go into this stuff, but I'm trying to drop as much as I could over here.
Well, I'm going to stop you there. People remember the Wefobz mission because, with credit cards, there's a negative stigma that surrounds credit cards with a bunch of coconuts. Don't do a credit card. You're going to wreck up debt. No. Yes, you can actually rack up debt. Like literally, you can go really bad. But he's talking in sense of your credit score is good, so you won't have to worry about that part because you know how to handle your money. Isn't that what you're trying to say, Chief? Because
yeah, but here's what everyone needs to do, man. Consult your financial advisor.
Yes.
Go to them. Let them walk you through the process, man. Here, we just giving you gems, man.
Oos, what if they don't have a financial advisor?
Then take our advice.
No, we didn't. No, Take your own advice. Take your own advice, people.
You know what? Come to think about that, yeah, man. If
you don't have a financial advisor, you better become one yourself. Go read up on it. Do your research. DYOR. Do your own research. But when it comes to money, people know about money. They don't teach it too much in the high schools and the elementaries, which I believe they should. But yes, please learn about money, learn about finance, learn about raising capital.
Yeah, it's coconuts, man. You want to know more about your culture? Go and learn your culture, man. Talk to an elder, get some wisdom. You want to get better in your religion? Go talk to your pastors, the advisors, right? Your worship leaders or your ministry leaders, so that you get up your game. Same concept goes for money. Go talk to a financial advisor. Let them be the ones to guide you through the process. And worst case, if you don't know, then do what the coconut would do. What's the instinct of the coconut, my guy?
Don't even touch it.
Save it.
Just save it. Don't touch it. Don't do anything with it. Just keep saving it until you die. Not financial advice. Disclaimer.
Yeah, and as for this coconut, man, it was mostly raised in the United States. So these are just experiences that we come across out here. There's so many ways to do this, but consult your financial advisors, consult whoever it is that you need to give you the proper guidance. There's people out there that actually can help you walk you through the steps.
Beautiful. Well, now we have that set, identifying a profitable niche, raising your capital. What's the last part that we have on how we're building our Wefobz?
Yeah, we're going to pick a good one for this. Very important thing is building a team. Startups need to attract and retain top talent to execute their business plans. Entrepreneurs need to know how to build a team that is aligned with the company's visions and values. So here's a fun fact. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about LinkedIn. So the shout out to LinkedIn.
Building around the team. How much people do you think requires to build these platforms?
Oh, you asking me?
Well, that's something everyone can think about. Would you like to answer that? So I'm just kind of share with everybody.
Thousands, hundreds, sheesh. Maybe in the starting process, 20, 30, 40.
Exactly, right? So you can pretty measure where Wefobz stands. Our year is coming across very closely, right?
Yep. In November is the Wefobz anniversary. Is it November? Oh, my
podcast is
bad. For the podcast,
it's
season
November.
1 of the Wefobz podcast ends in November, and we begin season 2. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, Wefobz Nation. But no, we're coming up on a year. Isn't it March?
May. Oh no, you know what? I think it was March. Was it March? No, I think it was May.
Was it? We got to go back and retract. We retrace the steps there. Like, was it? Yes, 1 year. It's coming up soon. Yeah, our 1 year is coming up soon.
So it's important to build a team around that, right? And you can see these big social media companies who are developing their tech companies.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, common names. Musk. There's so many. Even Amazon, right? Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Wow, like there's so many. But
you all remember Amazon?
Who?
Amazon started off as a book freaking just a link that you buy books. They went from that and they scaled their business.
There you go.
To become the freaking powerhouse. I know, shut up, guy. Come on. Go back.
No,
talking about building a team.
Yeah, that's exactly a good point. You know, they started off with books and then they just started catering everything. And I think that the really takeoff was when the pandemic happened, right? Everybody stayed at home.
It was before that, bro. I mean, they were big before that.
Of course they were, but they consistently kept going even through the pandemic, right?
Well, that's when they became a powerhouse. Like powerhouse, like change the world, rule the world, powerhouse level money. I'm crying.
Yeah, that takes time.
Jeff Bezos, I just want 1% of your network, please. 1%. Just 1%.
That is a lot. Yeah, him and Elon's going back to back. That's a lot of money. Yeah, but you need to retain top talents to execute your business plan. So Wefobz, we have a massive team of a grand total since we started of 2.
2 coconuts.
Yeah, start off with 2. So you can imagine. Yeah, that's exactly where we're at, man. There's a lot of hats that we have to play across the board for the Wefobz platform. You guys can see and understand the vision. Again, go to the website, wefobz.io, to get a bigger insight of it. There's NFTs, there's tons and tons of stuff.
Yeah, we keep updating that site a lot. It's going to look even better than what it is now.
Yeah, it is getting better from what it started to where it is now. We're just trying to stay ahead of it and keep growing. But that's what it takes, you know. There's got to be what are some shoes and some hats to fill when it comes to building a team for any establishment, bro? Do you have any?
You got to be the president, the secretary, the freaking vice president, anything you think of in terms of like team leaders.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be the worker bee. You got to be the transporter. You got to be the mouthpiece, right?
Yeah. And depending on what type of niche that you're in, what are some skills that you think that can bring? Let's use technology as a baseline. What do you think are some talented team members that you think that should be part of this team?
Man, you definitely want some nerds on your team.
Can't go wrong without the nerds.
Can't go wrong without the nerds, man. Once again, shout out to all my nerds. You want somebody who's you want a couple of people who are good at public speaking, I guess. Not afraid to speak to people. You want people.
Yep.
You are people.
I think the point is, recruiting to get the right people to be part of your team. Very important when establishing.
You said it right there. Where is it? It's got to be people you trust too. Like this day and age, trust is a little hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's very hard to come by.
I think it's always been that way. We're very precise in the vision of where Wefobz is going. Of course, there's a lot of qualified people, but we haven't found many So we're stuck with 2 and a group of other people that are actually seeing the bigger vision and would like to contribute and help build this platform with us to one day achieve financial freedom and become the oceanic Amazon. Isn't that what I said back in the day? Remember, bro?
Fuck Amazon. Become the oceanic Wefobz.
Even better. You said it right here, guys. So smooth. Oceanic Wefobz.
Wefobz the nation coming to you 2030.
Yeah, building a team, fam. Wefobz Nation. You're gonna need number 3, build a solid crew. And pick your people wisely, people who believe in the business plan, people who believe in your vision, and people who are willing to work and not, what's the other word we said earlier? Or we didn't mention it. Ayafu. You know what I mean? There's a lot of ways we can spin this, but
in English, ayafu means to earn off of the sweat of others. To lazily earn off of the sweat of others. And then I'm going to focus back in on Chief, what he said. The vision and values. You need people you can trust who see the vision, but they also believe in the values that you hold for the company or the whatever you're building. For us, the Wefobz Enterprise, we have these values that we hold. Both Chief and I both agreed on. And in that order we go. That's where we draw the line. That's where we draw the line on who's with us and who isn't. Because you're going to also have to do that, right, Chief? When you're building your team, you're going to have to draw the line on who's in on the team and who isn't. Because you can have somebody in on the team, and then from experience, that person may be the freaking thing I hate to say it in a graphic terms, but the knife in your back that destroys your entire business. Chief, when you put me on that brings up a big thing, because you put me onto that damn show. What's that show on Netflix? Night Agent.
Oh, yeah.
I watched the whole damn thing, bro, with the Tongan.
Bro, hey, shout out to the Tongan chick in there, man. Rose,
you the shit, man.
You the shit, girl. Good job, man.
I love the way
man. You look hella square on that damn film.
It was so satisfying when I don't even want to spoil it, but it was satisfying what you did to that one chick. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, good job to you, girl. It's very nice to see Pacific Islanders or other coconuts out there with star roles, right? Come on, bro.
Yeah, she had a star role on that Rose girl in Night Agent on Netflix. Highly recommended if you were into movie shows and all that. Night Agent. I mean, Chief put me onto it. I was gonna watch it at first, but now anyways, what I'm trying to say is in that show, what her story is, it's not a spoiler because it's like a backstory to her. Her story is she had a tech business. Her own friend stabbed her in the back about it. You don't want that happening when you build your team.
Know
your circle.
What's the idea that she had her business was a cyber attack company?
No, right.
That was like, what? That is cool as hell, man. Like they got a coconut out there. Special, like that's high. She set the standards, bro.
I was being looking at it with a critical eye. I was like, I will tell you one thing, from a filmmaker's perspective, that show, the basics, they've mastered a lot of the basics of filmmaking, which makes the show so pleasing to the eyes. Like I can tell you that. Like I love the camera work. I love the way the images look. I love everything. But I'm like, damn, bro, I'm getting a little hot here.
No, I had the same experience, man. Like
it was so well done to me. Like
it was, but then even the whole fact that they got another coconut in there, to me, that was dope. Like,
bro, that was icing on the cake for me. I wasn't even looking at her as a coconut. I was looking at her like she was on the level with those guys. But I was like, man, the plot is written out so nice. I mean, I understood, but then it threw me off. Like, fuck, this is a very well done show. Like,
right.
I'm like, fuck.
I didn't even know she was poly until my daughter was like, "You're watching that? You know that girl and the main character is Polynesian?" And I'm like, "Really?"
I didn't know that.
I was like, "There's one girl."
You told me, bro. I went to check it out. I hardly go and check out this shit. I watch anime, bro.
I know. That's why I recommended it to you, bro. But that was pretty solid. Like,
well,
hey,
I'm gonna follow your recommendation. I'm gonna second that.
I agree.
Night
Yeah.
Agent, Netflix.
Night
Watch it. All
Go
you
support-
Wefobz
support-
Nation. Yeah.
Oh, girl, man, she did a great job. Shout out to you, Rose. Whatever your real name is.
Rose, wait, we gotta say her real name, bro. We can't leave it on that
Fine.
note, man. Let me
See what the
find.
real name is.
Who is Rose in
Night
Agent? Who is Rose in Night Agent? Real name.
Yeah, you got to give a shout out to this one. Let's see who this beautiful.
Oh man,
young...
I hope I don't butcher it. Lucianne Buchanan. Lucianne Buchanan from New Zealand. You are hot and you are awesome in Night Agent.
Oh, there she goes. Yeah, Lucianne. That's not it. Wow, that's weird.
She's from New Zealand, bro. I'm looking at it like
Tonga descendant, but was born in Aotearoa. I'm so sorry for butchering that, guys. I'm not saying
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa.
You the bomb, Lucianne. I hope I said it.
I know, right?
Lucianne. Say, and I was in Nietzsche and it was guest.
And the last name too,
Buchanan.
Buchanan. There is no Polynesian in that.
Maybe parrots are different, like Polynesians.
Lucianne, job well
Buchanan.
done.
Job, yes.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
Once again, Fadul mga second that.
Proud of you, man. Proud of you, girl. Do your thing, man.
She got a good team. She's got a good team behind her.
Yeah.
Just to land that role. I pretty much know there's more to the story, but yeah. Man, once again, shout out to Lucianne Buchanan. I mean, we took a we're looking at we Googled you. We're looking at, oh my gosh, you are so decorated in terms of all your shows and all your accolades. Man, that show Night Agent did it for me. I'm a fan. You got a fan in guysosmooth, and I'm pretty sure Chieflott, he got a fan in him too.
Absolutely. Oh,
hey,
yes.
Are you single?
Right. Woo. I'm not going to spoil it, but gosh, man, she did a good job.
No, yeah, just for the inquiring minds out there, you know?
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, even that too, man.
Man, but she is hot, though. And that, yeah, she's...
Yeah, girl, you fine. That's what it is.
Her acting's so on point, though, man.
That's what I'm saying. She pulled it off, man. She pulled it off.
Bro.
Pulled it off, man.
She great role model for our little up and coming Wefobz Nation members too. Please check her out.
Bro, make sure you add some sound effects, man. This one deserves a standing ovation, man.
Let's put the standing ovation right here. Well, man, Chief, let's take a little break and then we'll be back right after these messages. What you say?
Yes, sir, man. Let's go.
Let's go. This episode of the Wefobz podcast is brought to you by Wefobz.io. Wefobz.io. Visit our website where you can find out everything you want to know about Wefobz. The Wefobz platform is about bringing in content creators and like-minded individuals to expand their horizons and share their ideas and skills to work at creating a nation of Wefobz members that support and encourage each other to reach financial freedom. We've got different tabs on there that you may want to check out. We've got our hobbies tab, our facts, our podcast, our Wefobz Nation store, about us, our roadmap, and our contact forms. Anything you want to do with Wefobz is on that website. Wefobz.io, bringing Wefobz a podcast straight to you. Well, we're back again. Man, Chief, thank you for that spilling that alpha on us on the secret sauce that you shared with the Wefobz Nation. Man,
everyone's part of our journey, man. Everybody is part of our journey.
So that's the roadmap that we're using, people, on our road to financial freedom from the Wefobz enterprise crew and the Wefobz Nation leaders. Well, I wouldn't call us leaders, the founders for so far. Maybe in the future we may get some leaders going and stuff who could help us out with this big undertaking.
Yep.
But Chief, it's about that time, bro.
Oh snap! Yeah, man.
I gotta get this out. Welcome to the Bzzz News section of the Wefobz podcast. You don't know what Bzzz News is all about? It's about the news that is everywhere and anywhere, covering everything exciting, scary, supernatural, unnatural, natural. It's Bzzz News. Sometimes you may be a little bzzz about a couple of subjects. Well, we like to cover them for you. And whether you compute them or not within your mind, we like to share them with you. You up for this journey, Chief?
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
All right. Okay. So first on Bzzz News, scientists. This is from Harry Baker of Live Science. He writes, scientists have accidentally discovered photosynthesis doesn't work the way we thought it did.
Photosynthesis.
Yes.
Break that down real quick, bro.
So not to be all out there with this, but they did some studies, they did some research, and they were trying to find out about plants, more into plants. So they did a lot of microscoping and all that, and they were studying the process of photosynthesis, and they found that what we thought how photosynthesis works, and when we say we thought, I'm talking about scientists, how the scientists think, it actually didn't work out that way. And it just points to, man, the world is such a beautiful place. God is awesome. He's still got mysteries for us to solve. And we humans will forever be trying to find out those answers. Shout out to Harry Baker, Life Science. Thank you for that news. I hope I don't butcher this next one. Angie Orlana Hernandez of E! News. Sorry, Angie, for butchering your name. No, this one's pretty. So she writes, Andrew Tate and his brother are out of Romanian jail. As soon as the guy got out. Yeah, he's out of jail now.
No, was he in jail? I didn't know that he was in jail.
Totally. What rock were you hiding underneath?
Wow.
Andrew Tate was in jail for like 2 months, 3 months or so.
Oh,
I might be
snap.
wrong. The Romanians took him to jail. Like,
didn't the U.S. try to? That's where
they're still trying to get him. Yeah,
him?
they're still trying to get him because of sex trafficking and stuff.
Oh snap! Okay, wow. All right, I didn't know about that.
Well,
The R. Kelly situation.
Well, yeah,
Along
those lines. Along those lines.
Along
those lines. Well, he's out. I don't know what's up, but they write that as soon as he got out, he went to Twitter, posted a video of him smoking a cigar and just walking around, being Andrew Tate, drinking Andrew Tate. Shit.
Check that out.
All right.
Wow.
So we're gonna head over to Miami Herald with Irene Wright. So she reports like there was this one rock crystal that sat in a museum for like 2 centuries, but they found out it wasn't a rock crystal. It was actually a dinosaur egg.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if the egg was cracked open and the yolk spilled out and it turned into a freaking crystal or whatever. But yeah, it wasn't a rock crystal. They thought it was just a rock sitting in this museum for 2 centuries, but it's a dinosaur egg. So what's the significance of it? Dinosaur eggs cost way more than crystal, like to a lot of collectors out there. But some things be sitting in your closet, you don't know what it is until you know what it is. Well, and another segment for this news in China. This one's by Moira Ritter of the Miami Herald once again. Boy, Miami Herald, you guys are covering all kinds of freaking weird news. Anyhow, in China, they found a 27,000-year-old cemetery full of cultural relics. This is significance in that these cultural relics kind of show how more connected the people are. Remember, we kept talking about it in the podcast. We talked about Lapita pottery. So people are just realizing, or not just realizing, the mainstream. When I say mainstream, Chief, I mean everybody, like you, the audience, Wefobz members, Wefobz Nation. You are all coming to realize that in the media, in the news now, they're starting to release things that in the past was more than what it was. The ancients in the past were more connected people than what we thought they were. Everybody thought they lived in their own corner, in their own section of the world. It's coming to a point where everybody was traveling the world just like we travel now, and we're in touch with each other way back hundreds, thousands of years ago. And this thing in China, like, it just adds to that because they found a lot of artifacts in that cemetery, that 27,000-year-old cemetery, and a lot of artifacts related to all other parts of China. Like, it shows like traffic going all around China.
27,000 years ago. Wow.
Imagine. Well, and finally, on Bzzz News, the final piece of news. This is for all of them, and I hate to put this for people who don't like to travel in airplanes, but just it's things that have been covered. Michael Byers and Aaron Foley. I hope I didn't butcher that name either. Of Gizmodo. They write, airplanes face growing risk of being hit by uncontrolled incoming rockets. Can you believe that? Your airplane, really? Yeah, because there's so much, they're sending up so many rockets into space nowadays that the debris, when those rockets break apart, that stuff is just falling to Earth unchecked. And a lot of airplanes are now in threat of being hit by that stuff. Man, when I was in high school, I remember one of my science teachers telling us about humans are going to make so much garbage in space that it'll just fall back down to Earth and start hurting people. It's actually got to that part. Man, humans, get your shit together and clean up the garbage in the air and the water. Damn it. Yeah. But that's wow. That's what I got for Bzzz News, bro. Couple of things there to what did Poonie say? Masturbate your mind.
Masturbate your mind.
You know what? That was actually what my cousin said. Like, that's what I was trying to tell Poonie. My cousin said, vibrate your mind. No, my cousin said, masturbate your mind.
Shout out to Poonie Moore with the
Wefobz
podcast debuting today.
Yes. And that's what we got. Now we're going into the updates on Wefobz. So we released the Wefobz podcast, episodes 1, 2, and 3. Check it out at wefobz.io/podcast, or you can check it out on our Facebook, on our YouTube. We have the links over there. We're going to be throwing up the links also on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. But Wefobz podcast, episodes 1 through 3 are out. Poonie Moore and Queen are a crack up. And you can see how they evolve from their first episode as they get more comfortable in their seats going into that third one. I hella like listening to that.
I do too. That episode 3 was funny. I liked it a lot.
It was fire.
Real comfortable.
Oh yeah,
real comfortable.
I'm gonna try to pop in one of their episodes unannounced.
Same here.
Get on their case for that. So I don't know when they're feeling. I just told them, drop us the link, bro. We'll get in there, man. I will talk to you. But man, it was funny. That last one was funny. 1 and 2 is nice too. So don't forget to check that out, Wefobz Nation. The Wefobz podcast, another show right here, brought to you by Wefobz Enterprise. We've got a lot coming, man. And that's so we updated the vids on our website. Like we said, the website is always getting its updates. We updated a couple of items in our store, the Wefobz Nation store. You'll definitely want to check those out. And I'll throw down the link right here, wefobz.io. We're becoming, man, Chief said we're going to become the Amazon of the Pacific Nation. We're becoming the Wefobz of the Pacific Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Chief, coming up to following the market, and then we close it out. Is fine by you if I breeze through it?
Sounds good, bro.
And
Let's
I
go,
only
guy.
got 2 things to talk about. Well, actually 3 points to talk about on following the market. The first one for following the market is this one's by Aaron Richardson of Benzinga. He writes that a writer used ChatGPT-4 to turn $100 into $100,000 viral business. And I know, you being a big supporter and actually avid user of ChatGPT or the AI technology.
Yep,
So the way this guy did it, he literally told ChatGPT, create him a business plan to take $100 and make it into $100,000 viral business. And ChatGPT spit out all the things for him to do. So he's recording himself doing this for like Twitter or for his social media. And he's going to follow everything that ChatGPT, all the steps that gave him to do it. And he's been doing it. And so far, he says it's working. Like, it's getting to that point. ChatGPT told him to use another AI machine to create his business logo. It told him to put some money, like, because he had to break down that $100. So that $100, he only had $100 to invest into this, into whatever ChatGPT tells him to do with it. You get where I'm coming from?
Yep.
So he broke it down. He had to buy he had to pay for a logo through that program, another AI program. It also told him to put money into Facebook ads and TikTok ads and stuff like that. Because of that, he was able to get a 2,000 member Discord. And through the members, that's how the marketing of he called it Hustle GPT or something like that. That's what he was naming that's how he's getting the income for this business that was given to him by freaking an artificial intelligence.
Yep.
And he's just following all the steps that it's and every question he'll ask it back to the artificial intelligence, the ChatGPT-4.
Hey, let me kind of jump in real quick.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence. Another that a lot of people don't realize this is if you have a Netflix account, do you recall the feature where it kind of gives you selections of the favorite movies or shows you like? There's a listing for that.
Yeah.
Based on your interests and stuff like that.
It's been around.
You recall this?
It's been around. Yeah.
That's AI.
It's been around, people.
It's been around for a while. And there's a lot of AI. It's just the advancement is going real fast.
And they've given it to you, the everyday person. That's what they've done.
Yes.
It made it more easier to use, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah, it's pretty user friendly for the most part. It does require some training to communicate it, because essentially you're talking to a computer. You're communicating with the robot, so to speak, and then it responds back to you. Just know that the AI is trained by the data and the way you ask questions, accessible to your phone, all those kind of things. It kind of trains the AI. So when you are interacting and trying to do research, you utilizing AI tools, the response would be based on those data collected by these tech companies.
Yep. And, it's a tool. Please understand that, everybody. It's a tool. There's a lot of debates on it, but we heard it here. I don't know if you heard it here first, but we believe you heard it here first. Wefobz Nation putting all your coconuts onto it. Artificial intelligence, ChatGPT might be the wave. That's the wave we're riding. And wherever it goes, because that wave, we rode that wave coming off of cryptocurrency and NFTs. Okay. This is where it all led to. It led us to this. We're also embedding, soon you will see, because we've also made use of artificial intelligence in a couple of things that we did for Wefobz. Check out Wayu's podcast, that opening. That opening, shout out to Punimo and Queen, man. That opening is fly as heck, but we put in and we put in that was artificial intelligence created, right, Chief?
Yeah, majority of everything that you're seeing, man, is from an AI developed. So those tools are used to help out with
Yeah.
work
Yeah.
online.
Help
It's all
make
there
your
for
job
you.
easier.
Yeah.
And that's what computers are. That's what computers were from the very beginning. Make things easier. But man, that's what they did. Turned $100 into 100,000. I actually want to do that as a side hustle. Try to do an experiment like that for our Wefobz Nation. Chief and I will get into it. Elon Musk says Neuralink is the only way to survive and compete with AI. He's trying to he's trying to get his shots in there, his persuasion, his advertising. But Neuralink is that thing where he wants to put a chip, sell chips in people's heads, microchip.
Oh yeah.
And you can download and upload information straight from your brain into the chip. Man, it just reminds me of, you ever watched that old movie called Johnny Mnemonic with Keanu Reeves? Watch it, bro.
I'm not sure if I watched that one.
Johnny Mnemonic, Wefobz Nation. Watch it. That's actually the Neuralink. Keanu Reeves is dead there. Shout out to my man Keanu Reeves, another oceanic guy coming out. He was raised in Hawaii and stuff, but he was born in Berlin, I think it was said. But anyhow, he classified himself Hawaiian too. Keanu, hence the name Keanu. Hey man, I gotta go watch your John Wick 4. I'm hearing. I gotta say, the John Wick show, the John Wick movie series is the best action series of all time. Of all time, bro. There is nothing wrong with that series to me. But I have some close friends and family members that think otherwise, because I guess they're not into
You watched it already? I'm
gonna watch it tomorrow.
Where do we watch it at?
It's on theaters right now.
Okay, perfect.
Bro, John Wick series, the best movie action series of all time. I'm gonna finish it off with 4. Tonight, I'm gonna watch 1, 2, and 3, and then tomorrow I'm gonna watch 4.
Sweet. John Wick is badass.
It's the shit, man. He'll kill you with a pencil. Anyhow, man, closing out. This is the last one we have for following the market. I hope you don't mind. It's coming from BuzzFeed. 7 well-paying jobs that actually don't require a college degree. And, BuzzFeed is saying, and I would never have thought of them. Okay. You ready for this, bro?
That's the one. Let's list it.
Oh man, I think they're actually pointing it more towards millennials. But I think we can get with this. Us old cats can get with it, and the middle cats can get with it. So 1, power plant operator, $103,000 salary. Damn.
Power plant operator.
Yes.
Like greenhouses?
No, the electric power plant.
Oh, the electrical companies.
Reading meters, regulating equipment, working things like switches and breakers, the basic electricity stuff. Yep. $103,000 salary.
Nice.
Elevator mechanic. $99,000, $500.
Yeah.
Power line technician.
Power line technician?
Yeah, like for the power lines. $85,000 salary.
Electrical again.
Video game designer. Number 4.
Animation. That's the one.
$80,000, $80,667 salary.
Yeah.
Construction manager. Number 5. $73,500 salary.
Construction manager is 73. What? Oh, I thought it was more, but yeah, that makes sense.
I guess for the beginning.
Entry?
Yeah, the entry position salaries. Quality assurance engineer. $73,167 salary. Responsible for overseeing every phase of software development. Aircraft technician. Number 7.
Aircraft technician.
About $68,000. $68,500.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that'd be more too, though, right?
I thought it would be more too.
All right. How many did they say? 7. Well, that's 7. Interesting. I thought some of those jobs would be more in the 100,000. Well, I guess with inflation,
how many
right?
was 100,000? How many of them were 100,000?
The first one, the first two, power plant operator and elevator mechanic.
Funny, interesting.
Right? It must be what do you call it when they matched for inflation, I guess is what they call it, or something like that. And there you have it. Following the market with Wefobz. Wow, I'm still a little confused on that one. Well, Wefobz Nation, Chief, give me some closing thoughts and some shout outs.
Shout out to you, every follower out there, man. Hope you're having a fabulous week. Hope we're entertaining you, educating you. Thanks for your support, listening, tuning in, and comments on our stuff so we can engage on there, so everyone can see it and let's have a discussion. But thank you guys for your support. Love you. God bless. Chief is out.
I want you all to remember the things we talked about today, Wefobz Nation, because Chief did drop a lot of special gems right there. Our roadmap, what we're doing right here at Wefobz Nation, when we were creating this entrepreneurial goal of ours towards financial freedom. We identified a profitable niche. We raised capital, and we built a team. And this is what you're seeing, the results of that. We're still, we celebrate the small victories moving forward. We're still building, we're still scaling, as Chief puts it. And we'd like to open the door for anybody interested in scaling with us and being a part of this and investing with us. If you like what you see, what the Wefobz Nation is bringing, if you like the value that we're giving, like he said, like, subscribe, share, comment, contact us, get in touch with us. Visit our website, wefobz.io. That website is ever evolving. All right. So we hope whatever you heard here kept you entertained, kept you educated. But we want to say we love you all. From Chieflott, guysosmooth, right here, Wefobz Enterprise to the Wefobz Nation, Wefobz the podcast. We are signing out. Chief, Wefobz.